Hi guys, it's Megan from Skinny Fitalicious. I'm popping by today to talk to you about how I keep the weight off. So for those of you who may be new or new to my site, I just want to tell you about my background so you have a little bit of history about me. 7 years ago, I lost 80 pounds. I was over 200 pounds when I started my weight loss journey, and I started walking one day, and that one day that I started walking changed my entire life. Because over the course of a year, I lost 80 pounds. I went from a size 16, size 14, somewhere in between there, to a size 2 in the course of a year. It was a long year, and there was a lot of things that I learned about myself during that year, but it was also an amazing year because I just transformed myself inside and out. And I can't tell you how much better I feel as a person today because I took that first step in the right direction to get myself healthy, to lose weight. I would say probably the most important thing I gained out of the experience was building my self-esteem and building a self-acceptance for myself. So currently I am somebody who helps other women lose weight. So I coach women one-on-one, and I help them lose weight, and I help them balance their hormones. A lot of the clients that I see are middle-aged women like me, and they're trying to lose baby weight, they're going through menopause, or they're just been overweight the majority of their life like I have been. And so they come to me looking for, those things that I do, or for that help that they need to get them on the right track, because weight loss is not a one-size-fits-all, because Lord knows if it were, there would be a pill and we would all magically be thin. But unfortunately, that is not the way the world works. So I get a lot of questions about my weight loss all the time, rightfully so. People come to my blog, Skinny Fitalicious. I'm sure you have seen all of my delicious recipes that I post. And oh, by the way, I eat them all the time and I'm still skinny. So don't worry about not being able to lose weight and eating them, because they're all waist friendly. So I blog, and I love food, and I love to share food, and I love to share healthy tips, and I love to help people lose weight. And that's my primary focus and goal. So the thing is, though, is I get a lot of questions from readers, either through email or through Facebook. I've been getting a lot of people from the Facebook Live sending me direct messages as well. And one of the questions that I got recently was, how have I managed to maintain my weight loss for 7 years? So I'm going to give you some tips today and some things that I do on a regular basis that you can decide if they may or may not help you. The first thing is I work out. So when I first started losing weight, the thing was I would not go into a gym. There was, oh my gosh, Lord, no. I would not step foot into a gym. I worked out, and I was actually a group fitness instructor at the YMCA when I was in college, probably 15 years before I lost weight. So that was a really long time ago. So I was, familiar with the gym and what to do at the gym and how to work out, but I was just really ashamed of my body. And I really just did not feel comfortable going into a gym where there was a bunch of skinny and healthy looking people. It just was way too intimidating. So for me, what I started doing was walking every day. And I really got into walking. It was brisk walking. It wasn't just kind of like I was walking around the block like, I was actually walking really fast. And so I started doing that, and as I progressed and started losing weight and started feeling better about myself, then I started going to the gym, then I started to attempt lifting weights, then I started to go to group fitness classes. And now today I'm a spin instructor, and I'm a swim instructor, and I swim and bike, and I do everything. Lift weights, I love it all. I don't think there's anything I don't love except running. I can't run anymore because of an injury that I had. So so I exercise every single day, and by exercise, I just want to clarify, I'm not like going all out and doing HIIT workouts every single day of the week and getting my body all crazy stressed out. No, I try to balance my workouts with some days where I'm just doing, some really brisk walks, or other days where I'm just swimming, or days where I'm just lifting weights. So there's a balance to what I do. But one of the probably biggest things that has helped me along the way is my Fitbit. And this is actually an old Fitbit, and this is the original Fitbit that I've had for 7 years. I can't believe it's actually still working. So when I was starting to walk and starting to lose weight, the first thing that I realized was I needed something to kind of track how far I was going, because I realized that counting the minutes, I was actually going faster, if that makes sense. So I was getting better the more that I practiced walking, so I could walk 10 minutes a lot faster and go farther than I had realized. So I bought myself a Fitbit back then to help motivate me to get those 10,000 steps in a day, and boy did it ever, because there were days where I hit 20, 25,000 steps when I was walking really long distances. And it still has stuck with me to this day, where I really try to every day get in those 10,000 steps. Now, that doesn't mean I have to go to the gym and go balls to the walls crazy and try to do an elliptical until I fall off like a Bridget Jones. No, I don't do that. I try to go for a walk at lunch, or I just try to do more walking around the house. It's just a good motivation and reminder for me to get up and move, because in today's society, we are so seated all the time. We're always sitting on our butts. So it's really good to get up and move for the body. So working out definitely has helped me keep the weight off. The other thing is meal planning. And this is so key. If you really want to lose weight, you better learn how to plan what you're going to eat and plan ahead of time. Because if you're one of those people who flies by the seat of your pants, it's really going to be hard for you, and it's almost impossible. And you really have to be cognizant of what you're going to eat. You have to plan for it. You have to prep for it. You have to buy it. You have to cook it. So yes, planning ahead for what you're going to eat. And the way I like to do that is I have an app on my phone called the Lose It app, and it's a free app. You can also use MyFitnessPal. I've kind of gone back and forth between the two and sort of landed on the Lose It app because I like that one better for whatever reason, and most of my recipes are in there, so it's just easier for me. So I use that to plan out my meals. So when I get up in the morning, or when I get home from the gym in the morning, I will go into the app and I will actually put in what I think I'm going to eat for the day, so I have sort of a plan. At the beginning of the week, I kind of know this is what I'm going to be eating all week long. This is my weekly plan. But then each day of the week, I try to break that down so I know what I'm going to be eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I kind of know what I have left over that I can fill in the blanks with snacks. That really helps me stay on track, because otherwise what I found myself doing all the time was randomly just eating whatever throughout the day, and then suddenly I would be overeating things because I wasn't planning for it, and I didn't have healthy things on hand, so I was just snacking my way through the day or eating junk because I didn't have anything. So having that plan is really great. I try to be flexible with my plan, so if a friend calls and wants to go out for dinner, I know that I have some flexibility and I can move some things around if I need to, but that is something that really has helped me. The other thing that goes along with that is counting calories. And I know that this is one that a lot of people, they're really against. Oh my gosh, don't be a calorie counter. But I do it for a different reason, and I want you to hear me out on this, okay? So for calories, for me, when I was losing weight, one of the really eye-opening things for me was when I started tracking my food on those apps and started realizing how much food I was overeating. I didn't have that realization until I started actually seeing it and having to put it in. Having that accountability was like, whoa, I'm eating 25 to 3,000 calories and I'm not working out. No wonder I'm 200 pounds. I just didn't know that. And it also taught me what foods are really calorie dense. What are the foods that have high calories, like almond butter, peanut butter, those kinds of things. They're healthy things, but at the same time, they also have a lot of calories, and you have to be mindful of how much you eat. So putting them in an app and tracking them was very helpful for me to see exactly how much I was eating, exactly how much those foods had in them, because I really did not know. These were things I didn't know. And I'm guessing that the majority of people don't know that. Just based on the women that I'm helping every day, I know that most of them don't have that awareness until I bring it to them. So counting calories, not necessarily because I'm on a low calorie diet or I'm cutting calories, but having those calories really helps me stay kind of within a range that I know that my body weight needs to be in. Now, because I work out a lot more since my weight loss, I do a lot of weight training, plus I'm a spin instructor, so I'm working out a little bit more some days when I'm teaching classes, because I do my workouts and then I'll do a spin workout, or especially if I'm filling in for somebody last minute. So having those calories helps me make sure that I'm getting enough food, because what I found myself happening to do was I wouldn't always be hungry when I would work out, and then I would be starving like the next day, and then I would overeat. So really having that calorie count in front of me every single day, like, hey, you need to get some yogurt, some snacks, another meal, something to fuel your body because you have worked out a lot more. And I also do some funky things with my calories where I mess around with the carbs and the protein and the fat with my weightlifting. So that's just something that I like to do. Yeah. So, and that's just for me. But I think that the message for the general person out there who's looking to get healthy, who's looking to lose weight, the general message is tracking your food, seeing how much you're really putting in your mouth is extremely valuable. The next thing that I do to try to keep the weight off is sleep. Sleep is a priority for me. There was a long time, I used to be an IT consultant for 15 years. I was an IT consultant. I traveled every single week, so I was never home. And I found myself working these really long hours, and I was really tired all the time. I was just totally worn down. And what was happening was I would drink a lot of caffeine, and then I would crave sugar, and then I would eat a bunch of junk, and then I wouldn't sleep, and then the whole cycle would just repeat over and over again, and I was super stressed out, high stress job. So it just became this vicious cycle of events. And that's part of the reason probably why I gained a lot of weight throughout my late 20s, early 30s. So now I have learned over time that sleep plays such a huge role in terms of messing with your hormones. When you don't sleep, your cortisol goes up. I think I've talked about this in other Facebook Lives. Your hormones get all out of balance. Your cortisol goes up, that's your stress hormone. Insulin gets released, which is your fat storage hormone. And then metabolism usually goes down, and thyroid gets affected, and thyroid obviously plays into metabolism as well. So stress and sleep are highly integrated with weight loss. If you want to lose weight, if you want to balance your hormones, you got to find ways to make sleep a priority. And that's something that's kind of a no, well, how should I say it? It's something that I don't negotiate on anymore, because I just know that I need to have 8 hours of sleep every single night, no matter what. It's just the way it is. The other thing that I do to keep the weight off is I eat a lot of fish. And I know there's not a lot of fish lovers out there, so you're probably not going to want to hear that. But I also take a fish supplement. And for those of you who are vegans, algae supplements work fine too. But the point is getting an omega-3. And so what's an omega-3? An omega-3 is a type of a healthy fatty acid that the body needs. It's a type of protein and a type of healthy fat. So the thing is that the studies don't really say that helps with weight loss. However, the studies do show that it reduces cholesterol and that it improves your health overall. The problem is that most people think that they're eating some good protein and some good healthy fats, but they're the wrong kind. So there's omega-6, there's omega-3s, and most people are getting way too much omega-6. And so even though you might be eating healthy, you might be getting way too much omega-6 in your diet and not enough omega-3. And that omega-3 helps with inflammation. There's a ton of things that can help with. And I'm a firm believer, if you're looking to lose weight, that getting a fish oil supplement or eating more fish every single week is definitely going to help you get there. It's a lean protein. It's got those healthy omega-3s that are going to help balance your hormones out, help balance your cholesterol, help reduce all that bad cholesterol. And most people who haven't been eating and living a healthy diet are going to need that anyways. So that's something that I have continued to do. I started doing when I first lost weight, and I've continued that habit. So yes, eat more fish. And then along those lines, the other thing that I do that that may be a surprise to you, this is not something I usually share with people, but I take collagen. So for those of you, and this is not sponsored in any way, I like this Vital Proteins collagen. I've been using it for about 2 years now. I think it was 2 years ago when I first saw my doctor. I was really stressed out, I think I mentioned, and I saw my doctor to help me balance my hormones because all my hormones started to shut down. And the doctors, I saw so many doctors and nobody knew what was going on with me. So when I finally found one doctor who could help me, she, prescribed me and looked at my blood work and put me on a bunch of different supplements to help bring my body back into balance. And I wouldn't be here without her today because she did so much for me. And she's part of the reason why now I help other women, because she literally changed my perspective on how I was living my life and what I was doing to sabotage my health. But anyways, I take collagen peptides, and it's a really easy thing to do. So first of all, what's collagen? So collagen is, something that is usually found in meat products, but our meat products usually have them removed, and they're necessary for the body in terms of your skin needs them, your bones and joints, hair, nails, everything needs them. But the problem is as you age, your body doesn't produce as much of it or get as much of it from diet. So it's really important for you to get that extra supplementation to help support those joints, help support the skin. The studies even show that it helps reduce wrinkles. And I'm 39 and I think I have like 2 wrinkles. So yeah. The other thing with the big thing with the collagen though, and this is where the weight loss comes in, is that it balances hormones. And this is actually shown in studies that the collagen actually helps improve your cortisol level. It also helps balance out that metabolism and your thyroid hormones. So if those things are out of balance for you, a good thing is to add is the collagen peptides to your diet. I just throw it in my cup of coffee in the morning. It dissolves. It's tasteless. You can't taste it. It has protein, omega-3s in it. So it is one thing that I swear to everybody that if you want to lose weight or if you want to balance your hormones, that it's definitely something you should be getting into your diet. Collagen, love it. The last thing that I wanted to mention to you that I continue to do to keep the weight off is I continue to research and study about exercise, about health, about fitness, food. I'm always reading different books, reading different magazines. I'm back in school, finishing my nutrition degree. I'm always continuing to educate myself because things are constantly changing. And you can't always believe what you're reading on the internet or what you're hearing from a doctor. As a matter of fact, one of my friends is a doctor, and what she's told me is that most of the things that they know or are authorized to tell their patients are based on 50 years old studies. So not everything they're giving you is recent research or recent information. And that can be really tricky. So I really think that it's important for the average person in today's society to take it upon themselves to really learn and to really understand how their body works, what's going on with food, how food is, fuel for the body, and how it can be used optimally for your health. And that's where a nutritionist, a dietitian, a health coach can really point you in that right direction and help you with those things. And really weed out for you what are the things that are not true and what are the things that are probably true. So one of the things that I wanted to mention to you guys along those lines is that I am launching my Eat to Lose Weight online program. It's an online video course. I currently have it going for my winter group. The winter group is in the session and they're halfway through and they are loving it. I've been getting a lot of emails from people and they're like, wow, I had no idea that, this is what was happening and that I shouldn't be eating these foods, but I should be eating more of these foods, or I should be doing this or that. And in that course, I am giving them like all of my tips from losing weight weight, everything that I've done up to this point and everything that I know about food, plus all of my nutrition background around how to read a food label. What are the foods that are healthy that you're probably eating that are bad for you? Because they're marketed as healthy, but they're really horrible. So I break all that down for you. I show you all the things you need to do. I give you an implementation plan to build healthier habits and to incorporate those new learnings into your life. So yeah, that is going to be launching in 4 weeks. March 6th is when the spring course is going to be starting, and I would love to have you in it. I just want to mention though, is I do have a cap on the course. I don't allow everybody in the course, and the reason I do that is because I treat the people in the course the same way I treat any of the women that I'm helping. So if you're working with me one-on-one, I want you to feel that way when you're in the course. I want you to feel like you're working with me one-on-one and you get that one-on-one attention. So people who are in the course are able to email me, ask me questions along the way, because I want things to be clear and I want people to be successful in the course, obviously. So when they're asking me questions and things like that, it gets to be overwhelming if you have like over 200 people in the course. So I cap the course and I only allow so many people in the course. So if you want in, you have to make sure that you get on the wait list and pre-register. That way you're going to get in and be in for the spring course. Otherwise, you're going to wait until summer to get in. And so the other thing with the course is it's 8 weeks long. You get 8 modules. So every week I send you an email saying, hey, this is your module. This is what you're going to be learning. This is what you need to do. And I give you assignments. There's over 25 videos from me, so you feel like I'm working with you like right there next to you side by side. I have meal plans, PDF reference guides that tell you, how to maneuver around food, what things to watch out for. I'm giving you that implementation plan. So there's a lot in this course. It's an 8-week course, and it's not one of these courses that you buy online where somebody just gives you a course and sends you a link and they're gone. No, I'm there, like I said, and I'm there to answer questions along the way. And it's also a course that you'll have forever. So as I add things to it or make improvements to it, you get all of those things as well. And the other thing I wanted to mention is that, so if you are one of my one-on-one clients that has a 3 or 6 months program package with me, you get automatically enrolled into the course for free. So that's something for you guys to think about. If you really think that you need somebody to help you with your weight loss and give you that extra motivation and support, you could always sign up for a 3 or 6 month package with me and then also get into the Eat to Lose Weight online course in addition. So you're basically getting like a buy one, get one free. Oh my God, that is like so awesome. So anyways, something to think about, food for thought. And yeah, so I will drop the links to the I will drop the link to the Eat to Lose Weight wait list in this Facebook Live. So you can go sign up tonight, because remember, if you don't sign up, the spaces might be full. So you can go sign up, go check it out, and feel free to ask me any questions you have about it. I will also give you a link to the collagen if you're interested in checking that out, because most people can benefit from getting this, and the studies are just showing amazing things about getting this in your diet. So I'll drop a link for that as well for you to go check out. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments, or you can email me, Megan@skinnyfitalicious.com. Bye guys.